Our planet is currently experiencing an onslaught of extreme weather conditions and natural disasters. From extraordinary flood ravaging parts of Europe and Asia to the intensified hurricane battering the Atlantic coast. The globe is literally grappling with a series of calamities. Okay, cut. Everything's good? Yes. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. As we witness these alarming events, it is crucial for Indonesia to stay vigilant and proactive in disaster preparedness and also environmental challenges. And as we're going to highlight it, to, invest in the renewable energy sources that becomes pivotal in securing a sustainable and resilient future for the nation. Hey, yo, Messi, how's the weather there?
Bima, the sun is indeed shining very brightly upon us today. And that's a good thing. Even though I can't see anything, it is great for one of our biggest achievements this year as the sun continues to power it up to generate electricity. I'm talking, of course, about the Cirata solar farm, the one floating behind me right over there.
This power plant, located in Purwakarta, West Java, was first operational in November 2023 and is a concrete step made by Indonesia's government to achieve its Paris Agreement nationally determined contribution of net zero emissions by 2060.
Pak, saya boleh tanya nggak Pak? Sebenarnya alasannya PLTS dibangun, itu apa sih Pak?
Ya, jadi memang ada beberapa tujuan ya kenapa PLTS ini dibangun, mulai dari tujuan yang berkaitan dengan rencana jangka panjang perusahaan. Namun sebenarnya tujuan utama ya yang ingin kita dapatkan dari pembangunan PLTS ini adalah sebagai kickstarter ya bagi pengembangan proyek-proyek renewable energy lainnya yang memiliki skala besar dan juga tarif yang mampu bersaing dengan pembangkit tenaga fosil.
In fact, this solar farm can generate 192 megawatts of power, enough for 50,000 Indonesian households. And it's innovative because it uses the water below it to cool it down when it harvests energy, meaning it is very efficient. But that's not all, because an agreement was reached this September to expand it further by 500 megawatts. That's enough for a further 130,000 homes that is powered by this solar farm. But this is just one of many initiatives undertaken by Indonesia and achieved by Indonesia this year.
In October, the country inaugurated its first ever green hydrogen plant at the Muara Karang Steam Gas Power Plant in Jakarta. This GHP can produce 51 tons of hydrogen every year, which can be used to power at least 147 vehicles covering a daily distance of 100 kilometers.
Ini membangun ekosistem transportasi yang berbasis pada green hydrogens, di mana dalam hal ini kita akan memastikan bahwa ini secara teknis juga visible, kemudian juga secara gaya hidup juga visible, dan juga secara komersial juga visible, sehingga kedepannya dengan adanya ekosistem pilot project Green Hydrogen Transportation ini akan bisa menjadi suatu konfigurasi agar transportasi yang hijau ini bisa dicapai di masa depan.
And there are plans to expand this tech to other power plants as well, potentially reaching a production capacity of 150 tons of hydrogen every year.
Meanwhile, in February this year, Indonesia released their first phase of their emissions trading scheme, or ETS, which is made to limit the amount of carbon that can be emitted from grid-connected coal-fired power plants relative to the amount of power that they generate. In the future, this ETS will expand to tax carbon emissions and also cover oil and gas-fired power plants and any carbon-emitting power plants outside of the grid, as well as industrial sectors. But what about the carbon that's already in the atmosphere? Well, for that, the country have already begun to construct their first ever carbon capture, utilization, and storage facility since November this year.
The CCUS project, located in West Papua and slated to begin operations by 2026, has the capacity to store 1.8 gigatons of carbon dioxide. It works by capturing carbon dioxide and injecting it into depleted oil and gas reservoirs, of which the country has an estimated capacity of 8 gigatons in total.
And that's just the start of it, because Indonesia has the potential capacity for 400 gigatons of carbon storage in aquifers nationwide. Perhaps not under this hill behind me, but certainly underground. This is why Indonesia is developing 15 CCS and CCUS facilities all around the country. But these projects and other projects as well need financing, because as we know, there's no such thing as a free lunch. And this is where the carbon market comes in.
Launched in September 2023, the country's carbon emission credit trading system is estimated to be able to grow to 3,000 trillion rupiah, or $194.3 billion in today's money.
Ini adalah kontribusi nyata Indonesia untuk berjuang bersama dunia melawan krisis iklim, melawan krisis perubahan iklim, di mana hasil dari perdagangan ini akan direinvestasikan kembali pada upaya menjaga lingkungan, khususnya melalui pengurangan emisi karbon.
The carbon market was launched with the sale of 13 carbon credits, equivalent to about 460,000 metric tons of CO2 at a price of 69,600 rupiah, or about $4.50 per ton. Now, this initiative, alongside other sustainable initiatives that have been launched and completed in 2023, shows Indonesia's dedication to using sustainable, scientific, engineering, and financial innovations to drive the country into a greener future. Back to you, Bima. Bima? 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 Gen AI, or Generative Artificial Intelligence, has taken the world by storm in 2023, while earlier this year we saw not one, but multiple banks that needed to be bailed out.
Here are some of our picks for the 2023 Economy Kaleidoscope.